We also had another series, playing game between the Lakers and the Timberwolves. And the game for the most part went kind of how I thought it could have gone. You know, like I was like, wow. Everything I was saying was kind of working a little bit.
Yeah.
Cat was going off. He was doing his thing. They were playing really well, moving the ball, cutting, making timely shots, keeping the Lakers at bay. And then literally the worst 5-6 minutes of basketball I've ever seen in my life happened. And people are calling this game was so exciting. It was enticing. I hope the playoffs are like this. No, I do not hope it's like that. Those turnovers were terrible. The Timberwolves could not buy a bucket in the fourth quarter. Ever since Karl Anthony Towns picked up that fifth foul, he was not aggressive anymore. And some people are killing him about his aggressiveness, but like, yo, if you have 5 fouls, this is going to affect your aggressiveness. Like,
absolutely,
it definitely will. So I don't blame Karl Anthony Towns for that. Shout out to the Lakers though for bouncing back. Particularly LeBron and AD. I still have some comments about the Lakers, but I'll save those for a second. I want to focus on the Timberwolves for my little spill here. But man, the Timberwolves T-Wolf this up again. You all are about to become like just a phrase for you all now. Like some people say the Clippers clippered it, y'all are T-Wolving it. The first of all, the immaturity that happened before this with Rudy Gobert and Kai Anderson. You have that going on, right?
Yeah.
And you're up by so many points. Like you're actually winning this game. And you stop doing what you're doing, making these silly turnovers. And there are certain times in the game I'm like, what are you all doing on offense? Like you're literally running nothing. I have no clue what you're doing. It was bad. It was bad. I don't know. It's like they could have won that game. The Timberwolves literally lost that game for themselves. Yep. That's the only way I can view it. Like they did. It's a series of different things that happen that cause them to lose. But shout out to Mike Conley. He had a throwback game. He kept them in it. He was very strong. Karl Anthony Towns was very strong to pick up that fifth foul. And lastly, Anthony Edwards, man.
That's what I was waiting for you to get to.
Yeah, man. Nobody expected the Ant-Man to have this type of game. I mean, y'all, this is a stat line. 9 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 of 17 shooting, 0 for 9 from 3. He had 3 blocks and a steal, but 4 turnovers, man. As far as overall net plus minus, it was actually just a -4, but still.
Yeah.
To be that, and a lot of people are making comments on this, like it's just you can literally see the confidence not being there anymore. And Ant-Man is the type of player who has that confidence, you know. I'm like, okay, eventually he'll get to it, you know. You're not making shots. At some point, you just need to stop taking them and try something different. Like you will have off nights, but as a player, as a franchise player, you are expected to find ways to still make an impact on your team. He had that one amazing block that was really great. but make it better, like make an impact on defense or make an impact with shot creation, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are other ways to impact the game if your shots are not falling. At some point, you just gotta say, I don't have it tonight. Rely on my teammates, and your teammates were doing their thing. They really were. They really were, man. Torian Prince. He had some timely buckets as well, man. It's like, yeah, that's tough. That's my comments on the Wolves, and I got some comments on Lakers, but I'm gonna wait.
I got it.
Yeah, what are your thoughts, man?
Man, I mean, you hit on pretty much all the keynotes here, man. Like, Minnesota, to me, they don't really have an identity. They don't know what they really want to do a lot of the time. They have Anthony Edwards, they have Karl Anthony Towns. They know these guys can score. They're good players, but sometimes when I actually have watched them play, I just look and I'm like, what is their system? What are they looking to do? Are they running pick and roll? Are they just running ISO for Cat? Is he gonna face up every single time? I don't understand what they want to do a lot of the time. And then on a night like this, when you're up, you just have to make the smart play. Like, don't go away from what's working. Anthony Edwards, like, bro, you're the guy. I think he rightfully is the guy. And I'm not blaming it all on him, but when you look at 0 for 9 from 3, all right, you done made not one. All right, you missed 2. All right, you missed 3. You missed 4. You missed 5. Okay, it's time to go to something else. Like, your shot is not falling. Do you have to take the 3? Probably not. Find another way to impact the game. Defensively, yes, you had a great block, but you have to make plays. If Cat had a decent game, Cat was going, and Mike Conley was going. Like, let those guys worry about the offense. You just be a decoy. Sometimes it's what you have to do, or you find another way to make plays on that side of the ball. But 4 turnovers, just at the biggest moment of the season, they fell apart. The Lakers, on the other hand, they got off to a some kind of a start. I don't even know what to say about this team, but they won. It was an interesting game for sure, like you said, but
I mean, on the Lakers side, the person I'm looking at is D'Angelo Russell. This is a team that traded you.
Actually, him and Vanderbilt didn't really.
Yes, both of them didn't have an impact at all.
Yeah.
Despite the minutes they played. D'Lo, 1 for 9. Vanderbilt, he's known as more of a defensive presence, but he wasn't doing anything on the floor. Didn't score at all. I don't look at Vanderbilt for scoring for the most part. I look at him for impact on defense. He didn't really provide that. His net plus minus tells you that. D'Lo may lose his starting position based on how Schroeder played. When Schroeder played, and him the clutch.
Schroeder
that should have been the game winner, but AD doing the AD thing once again.
Man,
I don't want to call it AD thing, but he's done that once before against the Mavericks. So it's.
I get part of it, but at the same time, bro is 7 feet. Yep. You're guarding a 6'2" guard in the corner who had second or so to let the ball go. Bro, just contest. Don't jump into him. But hey, it happens.
Literally jump into him. It happens. It was as he admitted, it was a brain fart. It definitely was. We all make mistakes.
It was.
And they turn out to win anyway. But part of me, when they celebrate, I was like, I think y'all doing a little bit too early. I'm like, I just had a feeling, bro. And then that happened. And Mike Conley making all 3. Shout out to Mike Conley, man. That first one
That's
was
what.
like, that was so funny. That crowd reaction.
Yeah.
It was funny to see
Yeah.
that crowd reaction,
Mike
man.
Conley showed why vets are important, man. He was calm
Yes,
and collected in the clutch
yes, he
and came up big
was.
for him and gave him another chance. But
Yeah, and, and one vet made a costly mistake. Kyle Anderson.
uh,
How? I mean, AD is a good. He's a great defender, but to me, it looked like he just AD was on him. But to me, that was like a mental mistake for Kyle Anderson. It wasn't like AD didn't poke the ball at that. He was
mhm.
covering him. Kyle Anderson, I think, he just took his. He was focused on something else, and he missed the dribble. He missed as he was trying
Yeah,
to like. That's a
he
mental
was.
error for me.
Yeah,
He missed that. He had more. He missed that out more so than AD did. Like, I mean, yeah, AD was there, but he. I remember watching that play over and over. I was like, yeah, he just. Yeah, but the Timberwolves gave themselves a chance a couple times at the end of the game. Like those inbound steals, and this is my thing about the Lakers, man. Like I am not impressed. Not at all. I don't know if you're a Lakers fan, how you have confidence in this. I don't right now. But yeah, we'll talk about them later on as we preview
I
them
mean,
next matchup. But I am not confident as a
I'll
result of
just.
as a result of this game.
Yeah, I'll just say this before we move on from this series, man. I look at the Lakers. They always have their things going on, right? But
Yep.
as a I don't know, just from looking at last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Timberwolves, where were they at last year around this time? The play-in.
Yep.
Timberwolves this year, where are they now at this time of the year? The play-in. This time, I guess slightly higher seeding,
Yeah, that's why
but
I have
still,
another chance. Yeah.
you're in the play-in again. Like, did this team improve? Did they change anything? Not really. They traded a. They made an interesting trade and sent some guys, and then made another trade, and I don't know what this team is doing. So I we'll see what happens.